In this video, we are going to discuss about reliability. So what do you mean by reliability? Suppose you have bought a washing machine as shown in the figure. How will you measure the reliability of the washing machine? You can say that if it lasts for maybe 1 year without any complaint, then you can say it is reliable, or it may last some 15 years. Sometimes it may fail at 6 months. Sometimes even it may even last more than 10 years. So, how exactly can you define the reliability? That is what we are going to discuss in this video. So, reliability is the probability that a product will perform successfully under specified operating conditions over a given period of time. So, what we are going to do is how to quantify this. Okay, what should be the value given for the reliability? So, that is why we are using reliability indices. So first reliability index we are going to use is failure rate. It is a reliability index that represents the rate at which your product fails. Okay, see here in the figure it is given different products like car, aeroplane, lawnmower, bulb, motor, etc. So how will you define failure rate that we will see? And the next reliability index we use is mean time to failure. Reliability index for non-repairable units represents the mean time to failure. That is something which we cannot repair. Sometimes for the case of TV, nowadays most of the TVs cannot be repaired. We are just replacing it with a new one. So what is how long it lasts? So that is so mean time to failure is used in that case. And then you have mean time between failures. That is the reliability index for repairable units. So some products it will fail and then we can repair it. For example, the case of car, automobile, if it fails, if a component fails, then we can repair it, again use it. So in that case, the reliability index we use is mean time between failures. Okay, so that is the mean time between failure. Now let us see each one of them in detail and let us see how we can calculate it. So first of all, failure rate. The failure rate is we have already seen that is a reliability index that represents the rate at which your product fails. So failure rate is it is a symbol lambda is given is equal to number of failures by operating time or the cycles. This is called the failure per hour. We will do a problem on this to clarify this concept. Second one is the mean time to failure. There is a reliability index for non-repairable units. Okay, we have already seen that. And then you have the mean time between failure. There is a reliability index for repairable units, represents the mean time between failure. So the formula given is MTTF, that is mean time to failure, is given by operating cycle divided by the number of failures, that is given by theta. And also MTBF is also mean time between failures is also has also the same formula, that is operating time by number of failures. Now let us take one example to make this clear. So we have seen the failure rate, it is given by the formula number of failures by operating time cycles. It is called the failures per hour. Now let us look at the problem. 20 units are put on test and run at their normal operating condition for 1000 hours. If 6 of those units fail at the following hours, that is 550, 480, 680, 790, 860, 620, note that 20 units are put to test, only 6 failed, rest 14 units completed these 1000 hours. Okay, so what is the failure rate of the product? To calculate the failure unit of the product, we will use this formula, that is number of failures is 6 divided by what is the operating time of each of these product of these 20 units. So one unit failed at 550, another 480, another 680, another 790, another 860, another 620. And remaining, what is the operating time? It is 14 into 1000. So this is given by 6 by 17,980. So that is equal to 0.000334 or failures per hour. That is the failure rate. So this is how you calculate the failure rate. Now let us calculate the mean time to failure. So we will look at the same problem, and we have seen the formula for both failure rate and MTTF. MTTF is given by theta is equal to operating time by number of failures. Now let us look at the same problem, the 20 units. Normal operating condition is 1000 hours, 6 of which fail at these respective hours. So the mean time to failure of each product can be calculated by the operating time is 550 plus 480 plus 680, 790, 860, 620. These are the products which failed, plus 14 into 1000, and these 14 products have not failed and survived these 1000 hours. So this is given by 17,980 by 6. If we notice, this is just the reciprocal of the failure rate, or 2996 hours to failure. So this is the mean time to failure. So suppose these are not repaired and used, so we will use mean time to failure. So that is given by 2996 hours, okay, on average. Okay, so the failure rate was given as 0.000334. Now MTTF, mean time to failure, is 1 by failure rate, so that is equal to 2996 hours. So this is how you calculate failure rate and mean time to failure.